In this video I'm going to talk about frames, panes and sills. I'm going to show you the ways that I, especially in domestic work, how I deal with the frames, panes and sills, and there's a specific way that I like to work. Any other way means that I've got potential to make mistakes and have to rectify those mistakes, and time is money. I'm all about being effective the first time. If I'm effective the first time, then I'm efficient and I'm quick. If I'm not effective the first time, then I've got to stop what I'm doing, fix those mistakes, or start again. So in my mindset, don't make mistakes, or if you do make a mistake, fix the mistakes before you finish the window. So what I tend to do is, now it's not so hot, I'll wet up more than one window at a time. I grab my foam cloth, I go over the window, take some of the moisture off the glass, and go over the frames to take all the dust and dirt off as effectively as possible. I want to use ideally a dry cloth, because if I'm using a sopping wet cloth, and then that will smear dirt and maybe debris on those white frames that we often get in the UK. So I'm working a minimum move, a maximum minimum move. This is just what I tend to aim for on particular windows that I know where I can do it. But don't do as I do as I say, because what I do is pretty much impossible for 99% of most window cleaners. So I use my sill squeegee, and then I just dry up any grime that's left on my frames, and that's how I do it. So I use a little bit of the moisture on my glass and rub over the frames. I don't squeegee the glass and then decide to go over the frames, because once that glass has been cleaned, you don't want to touch it again. You don't want to really be detailing it again. So I always advise to use the right size squeegee for the right size pane of glass. Look for a minimum move, and take out all the detailing that's on the glass. So these windows are, well, the glass is 100% done, and there's a little bit of residue left, which is, that will be dry off with no residue left within 5-10 minutes. So as I said, don't do as I do as I say. So in regards to working on the windows here, yeah, do use the right size squeegee for the right size pane of glass. But go for a more traditional movement like this. It will take longer to do, but if you make a mistake, you can easily rectify it when you're doing these maximum minimum moves. Well, I don't see anybody doing them for a start, and secondly, there's a high percentage chance of you making a mistake, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have to stop what you're doing and start getting the glass cloth. If you're very talented, you would fix the mistakes with your squeegee, but just don't do what I do. Do what I say, because the information that I give about working as effective and as efficient as possible beats anybody that I know. So some people religiously follow the methods and rules that I follow myself, and they report back to me, I'm getting my work done 5 days quicker in the month than that's Tradman, by the way. So today I finish work 3¼ hours. If I did that same work 6 years ago, I'd be working till 1:30, 2 o'clock. So the things that I've changed over that, because I still use water-fed pole sparingly then, and I use water-fed pole sparingly today. I use water-fed pole for most upstairs windows, not all, but especially the hard to reach over conservatory roofs, that kind of thing. I use it as a tool in my box. I don't rely on it like so many window cleaners these days just solely rely on it. And if they could, they would use it inside the building as well, if they could get away with it. Why? Because their talent, their skill has, well, it's never even existed. Or with the squeegee, they're slow, they're cumbersome, they're full of mistakes, and they don't enjoy their work because they can't use squeegees very well at all. So that's what I do with frames, panes and sills. I use a little bit of the moisture on the glass and then rub my sill cloth over and take as much dirt and dust off the frames, and then by squeegee. I don't want to touch this glass again. Once it's been squeegeed, that's it. I want to leave it and walk away, and that's what my talent, my soap solution method and my choice of tools allows me to do. I don't need to touch that glass ever again. So the people who use liquidators and they still continue to detail, that's just a bad habit that they're in. You don't need to detail if you're doing the job right, or you cut your rubber right, or if your rubber's moving and you're getting these arcs, you're not pinned your rubber, because I don't know what rubber you're using. Not all rubber dimensions are the same. So you know, I've given all the information out a while back about how to get the most out of your liquidators. Just if you don't know, just look at the liquidator series that I made. There's about 20 odd videos about how to work well with your liquidators. But that's what I do with the frames, paints and seals. I want to work once. I don't want to work 3 times on the same job. I want to be effective. I want to be quicker than anybody is fast. So talking about fast versus quick, a veteran window cleaner, 50 years, he said to me, you know, he's very, very fast, and I don't take that away from him. He's very, very fast with his Sawbow and ledger hand tool. But if his standard of work is as high as mine, then I'm going to be 4 or 5 times quicker than him, because I don't leave marks like this. He's good at doing these sort of movements. Okay, so on this glass here, you don't close out to the side, because you get a load of residue here and you get all this drug mark here, and he doesn't do any detailing. So he is faster than me and he is getting the work done quicker than me, but his quality of work is shocking. And he's a 50-year veteran, and I said to him, if you're comparing apples with apples, then you'll find that the choice of tool that I use and my techniques and my soap solution, with my eyes shut, I'll be 5 times quicker than him. So you've got to compare like to like, not sloppiness to high standard, not high technique to low grade technique. You've got to compare the same to get a good comparison. So I'm quick because I'm effective. That makes me efficient. There's no point being efficient if you're not effective. So this guy was saying he's very fast, he's very sloppy, and he's very ineffective in cleaning windows. And if his customers are happy with his sloppy work, then that's, you know, who's winning? He is, because he's able to do low standard work and get paid for it. Well, I don't think I'll be able to get away with that for most of my jobs. Maybe the really old blind customers, I might be able to get away with it. But you know, my standard of work is a calling card for other window cleaners. I get so much more work through other customers that want a better standard, because their old window cleaner is not as good as their friend's window cleaner who uses me. So having the glass perfectly done, as well as the frames, you know, that's my selling point. It just so happens I can get it done really, really quickly, because I've got the right soap method, I've got the right intelligence, I've got the right know-how, I've got the right ability, I've used the right tools, and I've got the right skills. And combine that all together, I'm very effective and I'm very efficient. And my standard is very high. But I'm not a fast window cleaner.